Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Wrestling Jesus. And this is some more Gran Turismo 4 license challenges.
So, yeah. Welcome back to some more license challenges in Gran Turismo 4, and it is 8:16 in the morning. I literally woke up 15 minutes ago. So, the fact that I have this voice already, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Usually takes a while to migrate from here to at least here, and then eventually here, when we have to go back down here because something got probably pissed me off by now. But yeah, we're doing some more Gran Turismo 4 license challenges. And, yeah. This will be the first video with the new face cam format, as you can plainly see. I was contemplating whether or not I'd have to be explaining, oh my fucking goodness, I'd have to explain that to everyone. I was contemplating whether or not I was going to do that, but I did, as you can plainly see. That was atrocious what I just did there, but I recovered. I think it's more impressive that I recovered to be able to get a bronze rather than just completely fail that entirely. I think that's the more impressive thing that's happened right now, so, yeah, but this format has been in use probably for 3 months as of this upload. I mean, as of this recording, like, I think it's been literally 2 days since I started recording it like this. I gave it a good, I can't think of the fucking word. I gave it a good attempt. It's not the word I was looking for, but it's the word I'm going to use. So I gave it a hearty attempt, and that was in the NASCAR 14 Storytime Challenge. So if any other series has a face cam like that before this one, then you'll understand where the hell I'm coming from here. So, yeah. I like it. I mean, it's more of the format that I've always kind of wanted for face cams on console games. But I could never do it because of the length that the friggin' face, like the webcam would have to reach. Because what I did is, in a huge Amazon buying spree, I got a USB extension cord. I have wanted one of these babies ever since I got a computer. A USB extension cord so that I could have a USB that's a mile away from the frickin' thingamajig. And I also bought this, a 13-port USB station. They both came with their own power adapters. They look identical, except they aren't identical. Here they are. I have no memories of which one goes with which, so I'm going to be flying blind if I ever need to use those. Yeah. And I also got an art pad. Well, that's what it's called. It's a tablet for art. And it's a tablet you buy for art, but you can use it to change, basically, your cursor on the screen to the cursor on the tablet. And I've wanted one of those to do, like, flash animations for years, but I just never got around to doing it because, you know, I could never afford to just buy a tablet for no reason at all. And now that I finally could, and plus it was on sale, it was like only like, what, $67? That's pretty damn good for a tablet. Unless you're looking at a Kindle, those things cost 25 bucks now. The really small ones that you can get during Christmas, like they have a special for $25, dude. I mean, when I was a child, and something for 25, like, I got like MLB 08 The Show for $25. I've put over 200 hours at least, into MLB 08 the show, just fucking in, like, the franchise mode, probably. Because I've gotten to the year 2100. Yeah, I'm at 2100 in franchise mode in career. I think I've shown you that before, somewhere nestled in the depths of my YouTube channel. My YouTube pass. I almost got a silver on that one. Yeah. Yeah. 2100. And I know no one's gonna believe me until I actually see it. I mean, I showed it in the 500 subscriber special, but the 500 subscriber special, that was like 2 years ago, so it was probably only like 2092 back then. I really stopped playing games recreationally over the last couple of years. Like, the closest thing to it would be trying to play through Gran Turismo 2, Need for Speed Carbon a little bit, like the end of Need for Speed Carbon. Like, I had a 100% save file for Need for Speed Carbon going, like, before I tried 100%ing Need for Speed Most Wanted, so that was a saint. Because Need for Speed Carbon, 100%ing that is a bitch plus 2. Like, it's a cunt rocket times the fucking stratosphere. Because between all the god fucking damn police chases and, the defensive races. Yeah. Not fun. But when you do go for 100%ing, like, if you try to complete every race in career mode, that makes upgrading your cars far easier. Because you actually unlock, like, car upgrades through the races. So if you skip a race, because, you know, you don't have to do every race to complete the game, so if you ever skip a race, you may never unlock Transmission Tier 3 Street Package. And that could be, like, very, very useful if you want to, like, specifically pick out some races to get the exact upgrades that you want. However, if you do every single race, like, the cash payout is worth doing every single race, because you could have at least twice as much money at the end of the game if you do every single race, as opposed to just doing the ones that are required, so. And plus, like, Need for Speed Carbon is still in the range of Need for Speed games, which are fun to play, so you don't necessarily, you know, have to feel the strain to do it. Because, like, Need for Speed Most Wanted, like, you can play through every single race in that game and have fun. And, like, all the underground games and all that. But, yeah. I wasn't actually going to go into a Need for Speed Carbon digression. I was actually going to talk about the games that I've been playing recreationally. Because I haven't even delved into what I've done with Ford Racing. Like, Ford Racing, like, that game I had in my possession for, like, 14 years. And for the longest time, I couldn't get past, like, the Tourist Challenge or whatever. Silver, bitches! And, the Tourist Challenge. Actually, it was the Contour Challenge that I could never get past. And when I finally did that, we got to the Mustangs, and I thought I'd reached the upper echelons of my abilities there, but then we got to the Ford GTs, and that was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm supposed to be able to drive one of these. And it got to the point in which I was thinking, okay, let's do a Red Geo review on this after Gran Turismo. And by the way, as of recording, the Gran Turismo review was just uploaded on Monday. Today is Thursday. And, yeah, I was thinking about doing this back in June. It is August 19th. So, yeah. So that's exactly how that's went. It's a good thing we're driving this fucking car, since it sucks ass in every meaning of the word to drive, so good thing we're driving this hunk of shit. Not even gonna get the bronze time, because it sucks so many cocks on a fucking chicken. And, like, it sucks every cock in a chicken coop, dude. Every cock in a chicken coop, but, I mean, look at this thing. Fucking Christ. What do you even expect me to do with this pile of shit? Like, holy moly. This thing is so terrible. Like, how far ahead even am I? I feel like I drove that like the exact same that I did the first time, and yet I'm fucking a mile ahead of the ghost car here. Well, I did it. If you could call that doing it, I did it. Yeah, Ford racing, but then I thought I reached the upper echelons of my freaking abilities. But then when I went back to actually record the Reggio reviews, because in my head I was gonna do, because like GTs are so fucking impossible to drive. Like they're so fucking easy to oversteer. It's not even funny. Like you can oversteer a corner going 50 miles an hour in that piece of shit. But anyway, yeah, it got to the point where I was actually going to record stuff for the review. I hadn't actually written it out yet, but I knew I was going to have a thing where the fucking car is impossible to drive. Such as that. That was pretty fucking impossible to drive. But the GTs are worse. So whenever I tried to spin the car, I couldn't. Like, I'd gotten so good at the game that even forcing myself to spin the car was hard. Like, I was so used to driving that shit after when I was finally over with that. And it doesn't even have a proper congratulations you won the game screen. It kicks you out of career mode immediately once you win it. Fuck you in the ass. How many times have I slammed into the wall without you screwing me over like that? How many times, gang? Yeah, so it kicks you out before it can count the fact that you've won the game, so you can't unlock the final stage. I don't know how to unlock the final stage, cause no one on the fucking internet talks about Ford Racing 1 for PS1. Like, there's no fucking information anywhere on the internet on how to fucking play this game. Like, I had to learn it all on my own, which I wanted to do anyway. That's why I hate looking up games, because I want to be able to figure stuff out on my own. Because it reminds me of how I played games in the past when there wasn't any internet for me to fall back on. But there's nothing anywhere on Ford Racing. There's like the review pages and like on like gaming magazine websites, but they half the time don't even have an actual review. They just have the game pictured, like the summary that the game comes with, and then like a 2 out of 10 on most sites. But for fuck's sake, dude. There's just no words on the internet for it. Like it's just an anomaly. And I know there's another sell-outy type freaking game. I actually have one. It's called Corvette. So I have Ford Racing, Corvette, and I used to have Ford versus Chevy. I mean, that's like a fucking trilogy. That's like a gaming trilogy right there. I mean, all it needed to be was on PS3 for Ford versus Chevy. Because I got Ford Racing on PS1, Corvette on PS2, and then Ford versus Chevy on PS2, obviously, but should have been on PS3. Every one of those sucks. I think Corvette's the best out of them, but that's not saying much. My Corvette plays like a PS1 game with PS2 graphics, so just take that for what it's worth. It plays like Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open without all the fun, you know, off-road stuff. Silver! But anyway. Yep, that's the extent of Ford Racing.